He's an institutional treasure, and it's someone that we should value at the highest level. Not only what he did for our football program, but what he has done for our university and what he continues to do for our university.
Athletics Director Joe Parker talking about a true legend at Colorado State University, Sonny Lubick, who was the head coach of the Rams from 1993 to 2007, winning 6 conference titles and leading the program to 9 bowl games. Fittingly, the field here at the new stadium bears his name, just as it did at Hughes Stadium.
Surprising, and always question myself whether it's deserving or not, but I guess somebody has to take it. But yeah, it's very humbling, and it is a terrific honor. And, just a beautiful setting, a new stadium.
We're pleased now to be joined on the field by the athletics director here at Colorado State University, Mr. Joe Parker. And Joe, let's start with Sonny Lubick. We just heard from him. What does it mean to the athletics department to continue to honor his legacy and his contributions by naming this field after him once again?
First, incredible man. I mean, I've been on this campus now in my 3rd year, and Sonny was part of the process that brought me here to the university. And as I've gotten to know him, it's just his legacy is important to this institution, and what he's done as a coach and a leader and truly an ambassador for the university. It was wonderful to be able to transfer that recognition to this field, and he's an institutional treasure. That's how I'd define it.
This stadium has been your baby since the day that you arrived in the spring of 2015. You and your team have been able to deliver on time and on budget. How gratifying is that?
Very. There's a lot of people that were concerned that we wouldn't be able to do that when you approach a project of this size and scope. There's a lot of uncertainty, but we had a great team in place with Mortensen, Populous, Icon, our own internal team within athletics and here at the university. Everyone just stayed on point. We were committed to delivering it on time and on budget, and we were able to do that.
You were a part of some major renovations during your time at the University of Michigan and steering some teams in the direction, and were responsible for renovations to the tune of right around $400 million. How much did that experience help you as you kind of navigated this the last 2 years?
Yeah, I knew the playbook. Things aren't that different when you come to a campus and you're approaching a project of the same size, of which, Michigan was a renovation, but the budget was almost exactly what we spent here for a brand new project, new stadium. So it was helpful. Experience is a hard thing to discount. I felt like I walked right in the room from the very beginning with all the meetings, and was it felt like a continuation of the dialogues I was having on other campuses.
One of the cool things about this stadium are the many places that you put some unique features. You're highlighting the city of Fort Collins. You're highlighting and celebrating the state of Colorado. What are some of your favorite parts of this unique stadium?
Yeah, we're proud of the place. Campus, community, the state of Colorado. As we were thinking about the concourse, which I think is the best area of the entire stadium that serves nearly everyone who's going to be in the building, that was one of the pieces that we wanted to draw in. So, we've got the 14ers above the concession areas, a graphical representation of each, labeled by name and elevation, and that was, there's really nothing new and fresh, right? So Minnesota had done that with counties. Michigan, we copied that and did it with counties. So when we started thinking about it, it just made sense. That was a point of pride that I recognized as soon as I was here, and we wanted to incorporate that into the building.
A big part of college athletics is getting the buy-in from corporate sponsorships, getting the buy-in from season ticket holders, donors. You guys have done a masterful job here. What's been the secret to that success in molding all those key parts of this process into one?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is just who we are as an institution. I think people in the community and within the state recognize that whatever we're going to do it first class. We strive for excellence in all areas of the university, so they wanted to be a part of that. And the one thing that I'm probably proudest of is the partnership that we forged with New Belgium Breweries for the New Belgium Porch. I think that's pretty unique to intercollegiate athletics, but it really fit for our community. Craft brewing is something that's really resonates within the state of Colorado and beyond, and so to bring them in, most of their leadership team is CSU Rams, and so they got energized about the project, so it was fun. But we've got wonderful partners throughout the entire project. Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies has been our medical provider for better than 30 years. They stepped right in and said they wanted to be a part of it, as did so many others.
And this is a game changer, not only for the football program, but for athletics as a whole, is it not?
It is. I mean, if you talk to our coaches, you know, Tom Hilbert is our coach, I think, that's recognized to have the most sustained success on our campus. And Tom will tell you probably the best thing that's ever happened for CSU volleyball is the fact that have built an on-campus stadium.
What do you think your emotions will be when everything comes to a head and you kick off on August 26th, all the work is done, at least the prep, and finally, after long last, it's time to play some football on campus?
Yeah, and we finally have that moment when people are parked on campus, they're tailgated, they've made it through the gates, they're in their seats, and the ball goes in the air at 12:30 Mountain Time. First time a ball goes in the air for the 2017 season. I'll find a moment to have kind of a quiet time to myself, and I'm sure I'll just feel, you know, really what I feel now, and that's just gratitude to everyone that's helped us get to this point.
Well, you've done a fantastic job, and I can't think of a better place, a better way to kick off the 2017 college football season in America. Joe, congratulations on a job well done.
Absolutely.
Well, everything here at CSU Stadium has been done and crafted in a first-class manner, including the turf here at the stadium. As we go to break, here's a look how the world-class field was installed.
Ours has a 2.5-inch synthetic fiber. They come out in these big rolls, and they're sewed onto the back, and then the urethane's applied. So when the cleats come in, the fibers are spread apart enough that the cleat's allowed to go in and get to the sand rubber, and it acts like real grass. Then that carpet then goes on top of the aggregate base, and then we put in our sand rubber mixture, and that's how you come up with the synthetic turf.